Every year in the United States, an average of 4,000 people are drowned, and it is the leading cause of accidental death for children under the age of 4 years old. Well, with the American Lifeguard Association warning of an impending national shortage of lifeguards this summer, safety is more important than ever. And as National Water Safety Month gets going, Jonathan Jacobitz, General Manager at Coral Smart Pool, joins me now to discuss how his company, MYLO, can help fill in the gap here. Jonathan, great to have you, and it is an important topic. So we know drowning is a risk. Why is it challenging to get these numbers down?
So I think first of all, good morning, Kristen. I think that what is happening is that more and more people are using water resources. More and more people are going to the beach. More and more people are going into the pools. There are more and more pools being built. So basically the risk is growing higher and higher. And I think that one of the problems is that until now, the main focus was basically how to prevent from people entering a pool. Most of the solutions that you have today are like fences, like alarms, are basically there to tell you when somebody is going into the pool when he's not supposed to be there. Mm-hmm. And what we are trying to bring into the market is basically another layer of protection where we are basically supervising or giving a better supervision of the person inside the pool while the pool is active. And we need also to take into consideration that 88% of the drownings of children between 1 and 5 are happening when people are around it, when there is supervision around.
So we're showing some images of the device here. I think many families, would want to mitigate the risk of drowning as much as possible. Explain to me exactly the technology here and how it does help notify consumers, homeowners, of some of the risks that they might not otherwise notice.
So basically what it does, it uses two sets of sensors, cameras, that are basically monitoring what's happening above the pool and under the pool. So it gives you 3 layers, or basically three kinds of alerts. One alert will be basically telling you when somebody's approaching the pool. The second alert will tell you when somebody's entering the pool. And then you have the alarm, when basically somebody's in some kind of a distress. And there are different kinds of alarms that you have a low drowning alert, a medium drowning alert, and a high drowning alert, where basically the alarm sounds and are basically there to let you know when somebody is in distress, while it knows how to differentiate between somebody playing around, for instance, a boy just wanting to see how much time he can stay at the bottom of the pool, to another person or to another boy actually drowning.
So I see here on your website, MYLO is dubbed as a new safety layer, but it does not replace other means of protection. What do you mean by that?
Basically, the one thing that we still haven't figured out is how to take the person out of the pool. So in the aspect of detection, of seeing how the person is getting into a distress and seeing that he needs the help, I think the MYLO is as good as a human being, even with 30, 40 years of experience, if not better, because it doesn't do any mistakes. It's not tired, it doesn't blink, it doesn't look to the left or to the right when it should have looked to another place. And also, when a lifeguard is in presence, he has some kind of a problem to see what's happening beneath the pool for various reasons. First of all, there's a lot of things happening above the pool. You have a lot of heads popping out all the time. And you have the ripples that are happening, so you can't see really what's happening beneath the pool. And also the reflection of the lights and the sun can disturb him from seeing what's happening underneath the pool. So basically the MYLO, it has the ability to see even more accurately than a human being what is happening underneath the pool, and thus also detect the problematic incidents, the drowning incidents. And that is basically based on 30 years or 40 years of research that are being done worldwide, that were put into this brain, into this neural network that we have, which is basically the AI. And this is basically trying to detect these scenarios within the water. And in the second it detects one, it will tell you basically that there's a problem to need to take care of. But then we will need somebody to take the person out of the pool. We still don't have the ability to take the person out of the pool.
That is obviously a very important element here as the summer season approaches. Walk me through the use case for an individual, a homeowner, for instance, perhaps versus a public place. And does your device and your technology cater to both places?
So definitely yes. Actually, it came out as a surprise for us. At the beginning, we went for the residential use. Basically, it's a very, very easy plug. It's the only plug-and-play product where you can basically have a camera underneath the pool. seeing what's happening underneath the pool. And as we went forward and we got so much interest and so much, let's say, traffic from the residential side, we started getting also a lot of approaches from the commercial side. And then we understood that basically also the commercial pools, although they have the lifeguards and although they have, because in the beginning we thought, look, we will basically, I think the places that has the safety problem, the places that don't have some kind of supervision, we call it like the HMAC, hotels, motels that don't have, or even residential buildings that have a communal pool. They don't have anybody there basically watching the people, and that's where we focused ourselves on. And then we found out that basically also when you have the supervision such as the lifeguard, when you have a pool active with 50, 60, 70 people around, there's a real difficulty to see what's happening around the pool. And we're seeing, I think, out of the 4,000 cases that you have a year in the United States where people are drowning and dying from it, we have a few other thousands cases where people didn't die from it. I think a quarter of that is in commercial pools, where a big chunk of that is probably hotels. Mm-hmm. And it happens, when there's so much activity. That I think there was an incident, I won't name the until, there was an incident about 2 years ago where a child went into the water and he had a blue shirt. And everybody was around and nobody could see that he's underwater for 2-3 minutes because he was the same color as the floor. And that's something that's basically, that's where the human failure comes into the game.
What are the growth opportunities for your business here?
So yeah, basically we started with the video analytics, but from the video analytics, you can basically grow to any kind of place that you want. I mean, the last investment that we got from Fluidra, which is the second biggest company in the pool industry, is basically a big, let's say a big flag to come and say, we're taking this to the next level. And where we want to take this is basically make this the IoT agent inside the pool that will basically efficientize or make a more efficient work of the robot that will know how to clean and where to clean exactly, because the camera will tell him where he needs to clean. It will also be able to tell, as it is already now, we know how to tell how the clarity of the water is and if the water is too murky. So basically take that also to the next level and also connect that to the system that will basically make sure that the water is staying clear. And from that, we can go also to temperature and to heating, and basically become an IoT agent that makes your pool a smart pool, and basically have all the back office, let's call it, from the pool, all the machinery of the pool that basically maintains the pool, work according to what's basically happening in the pool, and not just, how you water your lawn once in 2 days between 2 to 4.
How specifically, Jonathan, is your company using artificial intelligence to reach the goals?
Artificial intelligence is the main aspect of our product. I mean, basically, our company has the patents and basically the invention of the hardware and the software as well. But I think that the software is the big issue over here, because I think that the level of behavioral analytics that we have today at Coral Smart Pool are among the highest, if not the highest, there is in the market. And I'm talking also about military specs and stuff like that, because what we have been focusing for the last 5 years, I'm talking about more than 10 million hours of footage that we have been analyzing, basically making the machine or making the AI do a better job all the time, basically take the false positive alerts down as much as possible. I think that today the AI is basically taking the entire aspect of the product, because what we are doing is we are trying to identify a safety situation or an anxiety situation where a person needs help and the ability to react according to that.
All right, Jonathan Jacobitz, General Manager at Coral Smart Pool and maker of the MYLO. Jonathan, we appreciate it.